fourth grade. Today we're starting chapter 12, and lesson 1 in chapter 12 is adding unit fractions to multiply. I'm going to be doing a couple of examples on 183 and then more problems on 184 because that's the page that you will be doing. So here on 183 it says write the multiplication expression as addition of unit fractions and then add. And remember that unit fractions have 1 as the numerator. Number 1 says 2 times 1/10. So here I have 1/10 2 times. 2 times 1/10. Okay, if I write it as addition of unit fractions, I have 2 of them. 2 1/10. So 1/10 plus 1/10, which equals 2/10. That's how I'd write 2 times 1/10 as a sum of unit fractions. Okay, number 2 says 3 times 1/4. That means I need to have 1/4 3 times, because this is 3 times 1/4. Okay, it's 1/4, 1/4, 1/4. 3 times 1/4, and I will rewrite that as 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4, which I can see that equals 3/4. Okay, now let's look on the next page, 184, which is the page that you will be doing. It says write the multiplication expression as addition of unit fractions, then add. So number 1 says 8 times 1/2. So I'm going to illustrate that first. 8 times 1/2. So here I have 1/2 plus 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 1/2. So I have 8 of them. So it equals 1/2 plus 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 1/2. So 8 times equals 1/2, 2 halves, 3 halves, 4 halves, 5 halves, 6 halves, 7 halves, 8 halves. So 8 times 1/2 is the same thing as 8 halves. All right, and that, let's look at number 2. Number 2 says 3 times 1/12. So that means I have 1/12 3 times. So here's 1/12 plus 1/12 plus 1/12. Okay, so that's how I write it as addition. 1/12 plus 1/12 plus 1/12. I know I need 3 because 3 is my whole number I'm multiplying by. I put that together, that equals 3/12. All right, and the second part says to write the fraction as the product of a whole number and a unit fraction. All right, so I have on number 7, 15/3. Okay, that means the unit fraction, remember 1 has to be the numerator on a unit fraction. So if I have 15/3, that means I need to know how many times 1/3. Because my unit fraction will be 1/3. Well, 15. 15 times 1/3. Number 8 says 21/6 equals, well, it would be 21, my numerator, times 1/6, because that's the unit fraction. My denominator stays the same. All right, and then number 13, word problem. It says Nicholas has 13 building blocks. Okay, so here are the 13 building blocks right here. I have 13 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, each one of them weighs 1/8 of a pound. What is the total weight of the building blocks written as a mixed number? Well, I have to count by eighths. 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8, 6/8, 7/8, 8/8, 9/8, 10/8, 11/8, 12/8, 13/8. So these building blocks weigh 13/8 altogether, but it says to write it as a mixed number. So 8 goes into 13 once, with 5 left over. 1 5/8 pounds is the total weight of his building blocks. So go ahead and finish page 184.